This is Emily. She's a sales professional for a consumer goods company. This is Geoff. He's a senior director of category management for a supermarket chain. In recent discussions with Emily, Geoff has revealed that he's under pressure from his boss to improve profitability. Emily's company is known for its ability to help customers manage their inventory more effectively, and she thinks there may be an opportunity to sell more of her products in Geoff's stores, which is why she's requested a meeting with him today.
Hi, Geoff. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Emily. You?
I'm doing well. Did your son's team make it to the semi-finals last week?
Actually, yes, they did. Then they went on to the finals, where they lost to an undefeated team.
Sorry to hear that. Still, a fantastic experience, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Okay, did you get a chance to read the article I sent about distribution?
Yeah, skimmed it. Most of it wasn't really new information, though. Too many numbers. And I didn't have the patience to sift through it all, I'm afraid.
Well, you've been in the industry a long time, so I'm sure you're not surprised by the findings. But I did a bit of homework for our meeting today.
Really? Okay. I never have enough time to dig into my own data, so what have you got?
I prepared a list of all my company's items that have been out of stock in your stores and warehouses during the past 90 days and estimated your lost revenue. So, here's what I recommend. If we allocate more shelf space to these items, we can improve the stock levels and increase revenue by an estimated $300K annually.
Emily, look, I know I need to reduce my out-of-stock levels, but what about your competitors in the category?
Of your top 20 fastest moving items, 13 of them are ours. But of course you're right. Competitive fast moving items should also be included in the review.
Good. Then I'll be able to analyze the entire category. And since so many of your items are fast movers, I'm sure there'll be an opportunity for us to do more business.
Great. So, next step. Once you complete the review, you'll make changes on your store shelves. Is that right?
Based on the analysis, yes.
And when will we know which of my items will get more space?
8 weeks?
Oh, okay. Is there anything else you need to do the analysis?
No, I have all the data, I think.
Well, thanks, Geoff. I think there's a real opportunity here. I'll follow up with you in 6 weeks or so, see if there's anything you need, and check we're on track to meet the 8-week target.
Well, thanks for your time, Emily.
A pleasure, Geoff, as ever. How was that for me? Great. I achieved my objective. More space for our fast-moving items that are low on stock levels, which could be a $300K opportunity for me. And Geoff should meet one of his objectives at least, driving revenue. He's going to do the review, so I don't have to worry about that. And he understands that we have the majority of the fast movers, so we should also benefit disproportionately.
How did that meeting go for me? All right, I suppose. But how did I end up with all this extra work, all this analysis? It's not easy for me to do, and I don't have any staff I can assign it to. And okay, well, look, I'm pretty sure I'll see an increase in revenue because I'll reduce out-of-stock levels, but there doesn't seem to be anything here at all to help me with my real problem, the one my boss keeps pressurizing me about. Bottom line profitability. So I really don't know how this is going to pan out.
Hi, Geoff. How are you?
Very well, thank you, Emily. You?
I'm doing well. So, did your son's team make it to the semi-finals last week?
Actually, yes, they did. In fact, they went on to the final, then lost to an undefeated team.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Still, a fantastic experience, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Okay, so last time we talked about the out-of-stock inventory problem that's losing us both sales. I've done some work on it. Did you get a chance to read the article I sent you about distribution?
Yeah, skimmed it. Most of it really wasn't new information, though. Too many numbers, and I didn't have the patience to sift through it all, I'm afraid.
Well, I guessed you'd probably seen similar information, given your industry experience. So I did a little digging on your behalf, and there are some really interesting facts in there. But I don't want to get too bogged down in the details. The question I worked on was, what do out-of-stock issues really mean to you? In our category, in your stores, that is. So I did some internet research, and what I found was, on average, 23% of the items deliver 81% of sales. So potentially, most of what's sitting on your shelves generates just 19% of revenue. And being curious, as I am, I had a quick chat with Steve Bell in my logistics department to figure out what that actually means for you. And he estimated those bottom 77% of items are tying up funds worth $2 million in your warehouse.
I had no idea.
When we go even deeper, your existing distribution creates two problems. One, lost sales. At full margin, potentially as much as $1 million. Secondly, you're holding on to too many slow-moving items in your inventory, which could be costing you as much as $2 million in carrying costs.
Okay. Those estimates hurt.
I understand, Geoff. The gap's bigger than I expected too. But you mentioned before that you need to improve profitability. So here's your opportunity. If you've ever analysed how your existing distribution compares to the industry averages, and your category results are even close to our estimates, this could be huge. An easy win that can reduce your inventory investment and improve profitability, and of course, your sales. What analysis have you done on this?
Hang on a minute. I'm not sure I want to show these kind of figures to our leadership team. They're going to wonder what I've been doing. Thing is, I'm swamped with the day-to-day as it is. I don't have an analyst working for me, so I don't have the time to do this kind of stuff. I mean, who does have time for this?
You're absolutely right, Geoff. This isn't the kind of analysis you do every day. But if we work together on this, we can create something that will certainly make your leadership team sit up and take notice. In my experience, this is the kind of breakthrough that can have reapplication in other categories. My company has a tremendous amount of inventory management experience, and we found that it's really a win-win. Partnering with you means you get strong analysis, and I get reduced out of stocks. With your permission, Geoff, I'll review the existing distribution in the entire category and share my recommended changes with you. This is a huge opportunity for you to reduce inventory and improve sales. To move forward, I'll need some detailed category information. Can you get your assistant to provide me with a list by the end of the week?
Right, okay. I'll get him to send what you need to you by close of business on Monday. Actually, I do like the idea of presenting this as a fully thought out strategy to our leadership team.
Excellent. You can count on me. Let's set up a checkpoint for 2 weeks from Monday so that we can review progress, discuss questions and next steps.
Absolutely. Thanks, Emily.
You're very welcome.
Tim, I've a little job for you.
How was that for me? Well, I think I really provided insights Geoff hadn't thought about. And thanks to my 5-minute conversation with Steve in logistics, I was able to show what it meant to him in cold, hard cash. You know, for a minute there, I thought he was going to say no. I mean, I know he's not an analytical guy. Plus, I think he was worried about being embarrassed in front of the leadership team. But I'm glad I held my ground and didn't back down. I'd say I'm on my way to being Geoff's go-to resource in the category. He's even passing along his data, which will only help me expand our relationship. Now, I just have to execute with excellence, and I have a real chance of delivering on my objective. Maybe a lot more. Helping Geoff craft the category strategy could be worth over $1 million to me this year.
Well, that was a refreshing change, wasn't it? A salesperson who actually helped me. I had no idea that category had all those redundant items, tying up inventory budget and having a negative impact on my profitability. I am starting to imagine how keeping those top 20 fast-moving items in stock could really drive my top-line revenue at full margin.